Hi, this is a little rundown of some of my favorite highly emotive songs. I'll be holding up some signs throughout the video, so once you finish watching, if you rewind and click on those signs, then it'll take you to some YouTube videos of the songs where you can listen to them. I'll also put some links to the artists' official sites, etc. in the description, so if you really like any of the songs, then you can give them a listen and check them out. Okay, number one, this song's called Chalo. It's by The Very Best. It's a really warm song. It has a sort of lovely naivety about it, and to be honest, the first time I heard it, I cried a little bit because it's just like pure joy. I played it to one of my other friends, and like she also started crying, but because it brought her back to all the memories of living in South Africa and the local music there, it's a sort of mix of Afrobeat and electronica, which is really interesting to listen to. I haven't a clue what the guy's singing about, but I don't really care, to be honest. It's one of my favorite songs, and it's just magical. Okay, track 2. This song's called Siren Song, and it's by Bat for Lashes. It's one of the most encapsulating songs on her CD. It's this sort of ode to jealousy and frustration and love and all the feelings you keep pent up inside. It creates a sort of sphere of different sounds, and towards the end the vocals are almost like drowned within it. Like, you need to listen to this track through headphones to get the full effect. The final build that starts at 3:30 on is like listening to someone lose their mind. They slowly sort of become consumed by their emotions. It's like insane. The way it builds reminds me of some of Godspeed You Black Emperor stuff. Okay, number 3, and I'm sort of bending my own rules here slightly, but number 3 is Paparazzi by Lady Gaga. But to be specific, it's the VMA performance of the song, because I love that performance. The first 2 or 3 times I saw it, the bit where she kicks it up towards the end, like the bottom fell out of my stomach and my skin started tingling. Like, that's how much I admire this performance. Admittedly, part of that is because of my huge love of Gaga, but aside from that, I think the sheer passion that radiates in this performance means it definitely deserves a spot on this list. Like, in the context of this particular performance, I think the lyric, "I'm your biggest fan, I'll follow you until you love me," really interesting and, like, tragic. And then there's also the whole multi-layer thing with symbolism going on that I actually made a video about. And there's like, I just think it's a stellar performance. I prefer the arrangement of this better than the original, but it's just mind-blowing, really. If you haven't seen it already, strongly recommend you check it out. Okay, sort of cheating a little bit again here, I'm going to actually recommend 2 versions of the same song. The song is Breathe Me by Sia. If you click Breathe, it'll take you to the original. If you click Me, it'll take you to a remix of the song by Fortet. There are a lot of remixes of Breathe Me floating around on the internet, but I think Fortet did it best. Anyways, in the original it sort of builds from the ground up, and the music is beautiful. But I think it's Sia's vocals that give it the sort of haunting vulnerability that it has, and the remix has much the same feel, but it approaches it in a different way. It lacks some of the grandiose to the original, but I think it's a good track nonetheless. Okay, and finally track number 5. This track's called Fistful of Love, and it's by Antony and the Johnsons, one of my favourite artists. I think this is one of his most soulful songs. It really gets me going every time. There's this sensational production to the track that sort of exudes this great energy, and it's held together by this simple drum beat. It would take like a heart of stone not to be moved, like, or overwhelmed by the end of this song. Like, when it gets in full swing, it's just like, ugh. Like, it really is just, ugh. Like, I think even amongst such strong competition as the other 4 tracks, if I had to pick a winner out of the 4, I think this would definitely be it. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this little countdown and maybe found some new music along the way. But finally, I'd like to give a little shout out to this other guy's channel, Damon. Me and him and some other people have been working on building this little community together. Like, he makes these comedy shows, and we're working out, like, we're all going to do all this different stuff, and it's going to be this sort of big magical circus of awesome. So I'll put a link to his channel and the page in the description so you can check it all out if you're interested. Thanks for watching. Bye.